your fancy video editing, because I'm about to prove why your flashy effects doesn't matter as much as you think. A few days ago, I was editing my videos as usual, but after completing, I thought, why not add one more effect? Just one more. So I started working on it, but then suddenly I hear my doorbell. It's the pizza guy. He looks at me and says, "Hi, sir, here's your order of 4,000 pepperoni pizzas." I was like, what the fuck? I never ordered that. Then he showed me the order date and it said 2045. That's when I realized that I've been editing that one effect for 22 years. The world has changed. AI has taken over. And my dog is now the president of Earth. You see that? No transitions, no effects. But you still watch the whole thing and stick to the video just because of simple storytelling. So, next time your videos are flopping, try learning storytelling instead of chasing that one fancy-ass effect. And comment the word presets if you don't want to end up in a situation like me. Fuck your fancy video editing.
Even though he's talking about it's a random story in the middle of it, why do you think we still watch the whole thing?
He opens up a pretty interesting curiosity loop, and yeah, you're right. He makes a very tangential story work in a really weird way. I think him opening, fuck your fancy video editing, I think the whole time we are expecting to see why, but because he keeps throwing us these but this happened and this happened and this happened and this happened, we're still just kind of holding on, hoping to find out what the answer is. So I think because of his setup, he's managed to retain our attention till the very end, which is really important. Now, I know he says, fuck your fancy editing, this is why you don't need it. I have to say, the editing in this is very good. I think there's a big misconception with editing. I think a lot of people attribute editing to transitions, effects, that kind of stuff. But he actually nails I would believe to be one of the most core aspects of editing, which is design. The colors, the way he's cut, the way he's put up images, it's very clean, right? That's what editing is. Very good. Pacing's very good. Even the sound choice is really good. There's just, yes, it's not the kind of our stereotypical editing that he hasn't used, like those transitions that he's talking about. But man, the design here is unreal. I think the colors are great. Even just the way he does the animations of things coming in. See how the images slide in. If you don't know how to use curves properly, that's going to come in real janky and you're not going to keep watching. Even though I do think the storytelling gets us to the end, I think it's naive to say that there's no editing. There's no good editing in this.
Yeah, I got a little bit stuck with this video because I know you introed it before as being a video that, really good. It walks the walk and does what it's talking about in the video. But I actually found the story to be really random. The storyline didn't really fit for me. It was the other stuff. It was actually a little bit hypocritical of this guy because his editing and his effects and his color, as you said, I agree with you. I actually think the other parts of the video were the important parts, not the story. The story was just there for him to go, oh, you watched it. It's just random. I would have skipped that if that was the whole video.
But that's the beauty of it, right? He's managed to package the opening to then allow him to make this completely random story, because this whole time our expectation is not met yet. Fuck your fancy video editing because I'm about to prove why your flashy effects doesn't matter. Even though the story is completely random, that setup is so important that it gets us to the end. I think we're waiting for the payoff. Why? Yeah, I agree. It's not actually a good story, but I mean, look, he got a lot of people to the end. I mean, there's 15,706 likes. So,
but I think you were spot on when you said that this is a video that it has a lot of advanced editing and transition techniques that people often take for granted, right? They just think it's simple animation and a few words on a screen, where it's actually not that. It's hard to do this style.
I don't know if it necessarily took him a while technically. As an editor myself, I can definitely see he would have tried so many different color choices and designs whilst making this. So if you knew exactly how this video was going to look in your head, sure, this probably doesn't take you that long. But it's also the process of getting there, and this is, I think a lot of people underappreciate editors because they just think that we get the final product in our head as soon as we see it. Like a lot of the times I will edit something and go, nah, this isn't good. I'll re-edit it. This isn't good. I'll re-edit it and re-edit it. And all of a sudden, like a 10-second clip could have taken me a couple hours because it took me so long to reiterate to the right thing. But I mean, at its core, it's not crazy editing. And I think that's kind of the point that he's trying to make here.